Testing. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to another BCW podcast episode. Filmed, shot here, recorded at the Caves of Worship in a sunny August day. Life is busy. Life is hard sometimes. And it's been a while since we've done the podcasts, especially the video version of it as well. But we hope to pick it back up, bring it back in, and I hope everybody's doing rad and staying sick. These podcasts are really fun, really cool to do. I dig other people's podcasts as well. I listen to a few of them, and after listening to a few, you just start to learn formats and ways to do things and breakdowns of setups and stuff. So with this one, I've wrote a little spiel, a little script, just little bullet points to go from and things like that, and what to talk about on this sunny August day here at the Caves of Worship. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing rad, everybody's doing well, and you are all staying hydrated in this heat. A lot of cold coffee, but still drinking the hot coffee as well. With the audio gear and stuff, as always, double check that everything is recording. I've done podcasts before in the past, and I have done the podcast, finished it, went to check, and I didn't hit record. So let us see. The audio is recording, and the video is recording as well. So that is awesome. Without further ado, we're drinking, of course, Black Coffee Worship, but what blend are we drinking at the moment? Main push through for this podcast is to show, case, and post about our latest collab, Crawl Coffee Throne of Roasted Bones. I'll do another cheer sound. I like to add the clapping the cheers into there afterwards. Crawl, Swedish death metal, around from the homelanded area of Sverige. Svenska mörkt kaffe, Swedish dark coffee with dark music and death metal. These dudes were and are rad to work with. They've got a lot going on at the moment, and a lot of good things to come as well. So it was awesome to be reached out to and speaking about doing a coffee collab with them. So to speak a little bit more about the Crawl, Throne of Roasted Bones, name came up from by them. I've got the breakdown and the spiel about what it's all to do. Let's just start with the coffee fact. In the Scandinavian countries, 94% of the people consume coffee at least once a week. They are notoriously known for drinking a lot of coffee all the time. But yeah, 94% there, people at least once a week. Throne of Roasted Bones blend, Crawl, Swedish death metal collab. This is the script that I've put down on the website, worked with the boys, and we've taken it from there. I've put, you crawl out of bed, you crawl to the coffee machine, you then crawl and slurp the black gold down. We bring you the ultimate death metal Swedish heroes BCW collab and Throne of Roasted Bones from Crawl, Sweden. Brutal dark death metal roasted Swedish style in the style of a true popular svenska kaffe, skånerost, dark roast, mörka roast coffee. So that's a very popular coffee style to have in Sweden, is a dark roasted Italian style coffee. It's what they do. We're super proud of this collab blend with Crawl, Sweden. Make sure to follow them on Insta and Spotify. I'll put the links in below description. Keep your eyes peeled for worldwide domination on their tour dates. They are supporting Discharge, I believe, soon. Checking out that in September. The origin blend of this one is a Colombian, Costa Rican dark roast. As I said, it's a dark roast for all those dark hearts and dark souls out there. The name itself, Throne of Roasted Bones, was an adapt from their song Throne of Molten Bones, which I use on a lot of the intro of this and a lot of their media that's going through on the socials at the time. It's from the album Altar of Disgust, and that album worked closely with the production of Ulf Blomberg from Black Birch, who is our other collab. So it's cool to link up with fellow Svenska pojkarna, Swedish boys and homies, and that will all work together. So yeah, pats on backs for everybody all around working on that. A little bit about the coffee itself. Like I said, it's an ultra dark roast. I truly believe coffee is for you, and coffee is how you like it, like music and art. It's what you taste and it's what you dig, basically. So who am I to say you must drink X type of coffee? Who is anybody to tell you how to drink X amount of coffee, style of coffee and taste of coffee, what's good, what's bad? Don't be an elitist. Just be open to everything and anything that comes, obviously, to your plate. This is dark roasted, as we keep saying, in a style of an Italian roast. Very similar, good for espresso. I drink it as a filter as well with an AeroPress. I got a really cool, sick adapter for the bottom of my AeroPress flow adapter thing, and it pushes through and it adds crema like an espresso to the top of your AeroPress. I will put a link in the bottom of those as well. Shout out if you're picking up an AeroPress to possibly grab one of those as well. More about the coffee. Harsh, bitter, stark, strong coffee is what it is. It's an ass kicker is what we will call it. Like a lot of the dark ones are. A lot of me roasting buddies, against dark roasted coffee. It stinks by itself, kind of thing. But like I said, taste, flavour, art, music, it's different for everybody. So it's what you like, and that's what matters. So give it a try. You dig it, awesome. We are digging it hard here at the Caves of Worship at the moment. Clean, clear coffee coming out the AeroPress as always, but with that dark roast that's blacker than black, it pushes through a really, really nice high acidity and bitterness from there. That's probably about it for the Crawl collab blend. Like I said, check out their albums on Spotify. They've got a back catalogue which is sick. Follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook. They've got a lot of updates coming through live over there with the tour dates and stuff. Just genuinely rad dudes to work with. So stoked. Thank you, Crawl. And the coffee has landed in Sweden in 2 batches, so they'll be showing those at their shows, and they are putting it into some cafes as well in Göteborg and Malmö, I think as well. Yeah, so awesome times to be drinking good black coffee at the moment. Moving on to a next topic that I've got scribbled down here in this podcast, and that is that finally we've got out, I'll pull one round here, the BCW printed goat tees with a big fuck off goat right in the middle of the t-shirt, holding that away from the camera so you can see properly. I'll hold it a bit closer. So, talk a little bit about screen printing. I'm quite passionate about screen printing, as you've probably seen a lot of the posts. Hand printed, by hand, no computers or machines used to print these t-shirts. It's printed on my dad's 1984 Hopkins International carousel from Sweden that he gave to me, and it's now set up in my print studio. So it's the same gear that he used to use in the 80s and the 90s. I'm using it now as well. So hand printed is the best way of printing for me, I find. Like I say, not being taken over by computers printing stuff, not sticker vinyl pressed t-shirts either. It's the traditional authentic way of printing, I'd say. It has a weathered, worn, distressed work that I used out and pushed through for this one. I hit it with one hit and one cut, and then flash dry afterwards for that true black metal style vibe. At the moment, the pre-orders are £13 and they have been flying out, so thank you for everybody who's got one. I've got a second print run going soon, so grab yourself some hand printed. As always, support your local caffeine dealers, but support your local screen printers as well is a big one we try and push through. And that's that one about the thing. About podcasting, I was just going to talk a little bit about podcasting. So I love podcasting. I think it's a really fun thing to do. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I like listening to the formats, solo podcasters, and people doing conversations with everybody. But the thing I struggle with right now, at this moment in time, August 2024, is time. Time to, like everybody, time to push in and record these podcasts and think about the script of what you want to talk about and say. So time is a big factor for them, but I hope to do more in the future because they are really fun to do, and I get a lot of cool feedback from people checking out, listening to podcasts whilst they're sipping and slurping, and listening to the records that they've got going on, and playlists by Black Coffee Worship that we pushed through with fellow collabo bands and sick bands that are out there. It's a really cool way to network, I'd say, amongst other podcasters and you dudes as well, which is rad, who buy and drink Black Coffee Worship. So they're not going anywhere. There may be gaps from time to time, but you know, this is here for the next 666 years. I'll be going for this forever. So keep your ears, eyes, noses, mouths, everything just peeled and opened to check out more podcasts that will be happening in the future, because they ain't going nowhere. I was going to bring through as well 2 more points for us on this here August sunny day in the caves of worship with Black Coffee Worship. Oh yes, October eyes peeled. So I can't say too much about what's to come in October 2024, but it is spooky season. So yeah, just check it out. I've got something really cool up my sleeve. 2 of us have got something really cool up our sleeves to do and work together on. We're starting the processes last week and this week, and we're just finalising a few details, and the plan is October 1st, new release for a spooky season release. That's all I'm going to say right now. It's going to be rad when it comes through and it's pushed out there, so keep your eyes open and peeled out for that. Let's throw through some coffee dad jokes. I'm a sucker for a coffee dad joke all the time. So, without further ado, how does a tech guy drink coffee? He installs Java. Yeah, I know. What's the opposite of a coffee? A sneezy. What's the technical name for a pot of coffee at work? Brake fluid. There you go. And they were the 3 dad jokes that I wrote down. They were absolute dog rough, but this coffee was damn fine. Stay rad, stay hydrated,